Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube for Week 4 NFL Sunday night between the Eagles and the 49ers out in Santa Clara, California. Kevin Rogers and Holden Kushner with you as we break down this NFC matchup. The Eagles so far have not won a game yet. The 49ers, meanwhile, coming off back-to-back victories over two of the league's elite teams, the Giants and the Jets. So now they're back at home for the first time since losing Week 1 to Arizona. And the Eagles coming off a tie to the Bengals last week. Ties are always pretty ugly in the NFL. So we'll see what Philadelphia does with their beat-up team. And Holden, your thoughts on this matchup. The Eagles, their largest underdog spot, well, not only of the season, first time they're an underdog this season, but also it's been a while since they've been a 7-point underdog.
You know, this is a tough game to call. Really, if you go in San Francisco, it's because Nick Mullins is starting at quarterback again, and he has no business starting at quarterback. I know Shanahan came out and said he could be a starter in this league. He also said Garoppolo is definitely the starter when he comes back. Nick Mullins is not a good quarterback. Here's the other side, though. Neither is Carson Wentz right now, and I got into it with a couple of Eagles fans. And, oh, God, it's Carson Wentz doesn't have any weapons. That doesn't matter when you're just overthrowing your weapons. When you miss a sure touchdown pass to Miles Sanders down the left sideline and you overthrow him. Carson Wentz is playing some horrible football right now. K-Rod, it's tough to trust him. It really is. I know that Mullins isn't good, but Wentz has been he's been horrible, to tell you the truth. Now, the good news is he might get Alshon Jeffrey back. So that'd be big to get a wide receiver in the mix. On the San Francisco side, huge addition. George Kittle comes back. They said he's full go 100%. I have a hard time believing he's going to be 100%. They also get Jerick McKinnon healthy, though. So a couple of big pieces back for San Francisco. So I wonder which way you're leaning right now after the injury talk and, really the thoughts on both quarterbacks.
It's understandable. Carson Wentz, he has not been good this year, and now he doesn't have, Nick Foles over his shoulder anymore. It's Jalen Hurts, who they drafted out of Oklahoma, but Doug Peterson came out and said that Wentz is still the guy, so that's fine. I do like the fact that the value of the Eagles in the underdog role. Granted, they blew that 17-0 lead to Washington. We know they're not very good. The Rams boat raced them, and the Rams are a very good team, even though they lost that game to Buffalo last week. And Cincinnati has a number one pick at quarterback, and the Eagles couldn't beat them at home. They got the tie. A tie is not a loss, but still is not a win. When you look at San Francisco, they weren't great week 1 against Arizona. They led early, but they just couldn't shut down Kyler Murray. Then the last 2 weeks, they beat two bad teams, and they were on the road, and now they're back at home without their franchise quarterback. And yes, you get George Kittle back. But also, I'm going to give you a stat, and whatever this means, you can take for it what you want or not. And understandably, that the Niners were not good when Kyle Shanahan was first a coach, and they've become very good. Since 2018, Kyle Shanahan and the Niners are 3-8-1 against the spread as a home favorite in the regular season. So, again, in 2018, they weren't as good as they were in 2019. But, at the same time, I still don't think that you can really make an argument for the Niners here and feel great about laying a touchdown with Nick Mullins. I don't think you can do that. And for Philadelphia, the road they have coming up, they face the 49ers this week. They face the Steelers next week. They face the Ravens after that. You can't go to the must-win card with Philadelphia, Holden, but, man, they need a really good performance here, and they're going to be getting a bunch of points probably against Pittsburgh as well. But I think here you're not facing Ben Roethlisberger, and you're not facing a Steelers team, or you're not facing a San Francisco team off the bye. You're facing a Pittsburgh team off the bye after Pittsburgh's game was postponed against Tennessee. So I think this is the opportunity here to take the points with the Eagles.
Yeah, again, after watching them last week, it is really tough for me to try and put that bias out of my mind, but you have to do that. You just have to, you got to throw the bias out. And then I also, this is what's tearing me up too, though. On the Eagles side, they'll have Darius Slay, but they'll also start two slot corners. Like if Trevor Williams is out, they're going Nickel Roby-Coleman and Crayvon LeBlanc. So, that's going to be tough to look at from both sides. I think they both have major issues, but 7 points for Nick Mullins, it's too much. It's too much.
So your best bet for Sunday night is?
I think I'm with you, right? I mean, are we both going Philadelphia here?
I am.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I'm
It's
with you.
again, it's the the lesser of two evils in this game. But I just think that you get Philadelphia here with a touchdown for the first time all season long. They haven't looked good. There's no debating that. But the 49ers have 2 wins against two garbage teams.
Yep. And again, they got Nick Mullins. Not a good quarterback either. It's not like the Eagles have a big advantage though, which is what is really swaying me here. But the Eagles have to win this game. And I think 7 points really is a lot.
So to take a look at our best bets for Sunday night's game, both Holden and I are going to take the points with the Eagles. We'll cross our fingers, but we're going to have faith in the Eagles this week as they got a tough road ahead of them and think that this is going to be the one that we're actually going to play well in. So we'll see how that goes. You have any props that you're looking at for Sunday night?
They really didn't release anything yet. So if they have Jerick McKinnon receptions, I don't know where they're going to set it. If they set it 3.5, I'll go over.
All right, so Jerick McKinnon receptions 3.5 over on that one for Holden. So we're on the Eagles coming up on Sunday night. And you can also check out our Monday night video as we take a look at the Falcons and the Packers, another struggling team, Atlanta. We'll see what they do as a road underdog at Lambeau against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. For Holden Kushner, I'm Kevin Rogers. Thanks again for watching, and best of luck with your bets.